Hi, it's Brenda.
Eddie, you want to go for a walk? Do you want to? Want to go walk? Yeah, I know. Oh, good girl.
Hi, welcome to my channel, My New Me, where you get to watch as I try to make sense out of the chaos that has become my life and my home. How lucky are you?
I know.
We finally hit the last day of 2020. And on today, New Year's Eve, I thought I would share how I spent most of my year.
You ready?
Teaching Atty how to walk on a leash, safely and happily.
Where are we going?
Because of rain and cold and a couple of times even some snow, it'd been a few weeks since we'd been outside. But today it was all the way up to 55 degrees and nice and sunny, and we decided to take advantage of it. And boy, was she ready.
You want to go see a tree?
She has her certain spots that she has to check out each and every time we go outside. And of course, they all belong to her. Everything within her domain belongs to her, of course. Cat.
That's her tree.
You will hear my breathing throughout this video, and it is nothing to be concerned about. It's pretty much par for the course with my health issues. I have had some health setbacks this summer, but after quite a few medication adjustments,
I sniff for 20 minutes.
I think we finally hit it, and things are improving.
And we're still sniffing.
In most of my videos,
Lots and lots of sniffing.
I usually edit out my breathing so you guys don't have to listen to it.
Do you want to go see your sidewalk?
But today the software is arguing with me,
I'm still sniffing over here.
and I'm admitting defeat. So sorry, you're gonna hear it.
Sniff over here.
Her stopping to sniff every 10 minutes for 10 minutes does help me catch my breath, though.
It's like somebody's gone potty there. Let's not sniff where other kitties have gone potty.
We do conversate the whole time we're walking, and that's for a couple of reasons.
Now where are we going?
For one, I want her to associate different areas and actions with certain words, for training and safety reasons.
What's that thing doing?
For two, if the neighbors think I'm a delusional, crazy cat lady, I'm okay with that. There are worse labels.
Fascinating.
And for three, we're company for each other.
Now where are we going?
I don't want it to be just me walking the cat.
Sorry, I stepped on it.
I'd like it to be us enjoying the outside together.
Come.
So long as she knows that ultimately I'm the one in charge.
Addie, come. Let's go see the sidewalk or your steps.
And yes, that's the delusional part, me being in charge. We all know that.
Let's go walk more. Yeah, we aren't done yet. That's home, but no home yet. I know you don't want to yet.
Home is one of the place and word associations that she's picked up on very quickly. She knows that means the walk is over.
Your favorite branch?
Other words she's learned are tree, steps, sidewalk, pole, all her little favorite spots that she likes to stop and sniff every day. And she's learned it just by repetition. When we get to that spot, I just say the word over and over and over again.
Want to see your pole? Yeah. See your pole? Want to jump?
Jump is a word that I don't know if she doesn't really know it, or if she only knows it when she wants to know it. That happens a lot.
Scratchy scratch?
I was surprised at how well she remembered, since it had been probably a month.
No, trash. Come on, no. No, trash.
She definitely knows the word no, and she knows how to argue with the word no. Although it was 55 and sunny at the beginning of this walk, the wind has picked up, the sun went behind these big dark clouds, and I'm pretty sure it dropped 10 degrees. And she was not a fan any more than I was. How can she spend so long sniffing just one tiny little spot?
What you seeing over there, huh? What you looking at? Why are you yelling at me? I didn't do it. It's cold. Let's go home.
And while I talk to her throughout the entire walk, she talks to me as well.
And go home? Because it's really cold. Home? Okay, good. I'm opening. Good girl. That's a good girl.
There's still that whole who's in charge question that hasn't been answered yet.
Oh. Hang on.
These next clips are an accumulation of a whole bunch of different walks.
Hang on, that's a little puppy.
Throughout the summer. And I tried to put them in some sort of order, but I'm pretty sure I didn't get it all. A person is walking their dog across the street,
Now, where do you want to go?
and having her sit this calmly and wait for them to pass by is a huge accomplishment. Initially, she was terrified of everything. People walking, kids on bikes, dogs, cats, and she was really terrified of cars. She would take off running away from whatever scared her, and the leash would pull her up short.
What's that puppy doing?
And then she would jump and jerk and yank against it until I was afraid she would hurt herself. I started out picking her up and holding her tight against my chest to make her feel safe, but then I realized
Sniff a branch.
I didn't want that to be the only time she felt safe was when I was holding her. So instead I started pulling her, using the leash. I pulled her up to my feet, and I would push her like firm against the side of my foot and the ground, using her shoulders, and just kind of hold her there and saying the word safe, safe, safe over and over the entire time.
Sniffing?
And yes, I would stand on the sidewalk with my butt in the air, saying safe, 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 safe.
No road.
Until the danger passed. No shame here. Crazy cat lady in full training protective mode.
Going this way? You're crooked again. What? I was just fixing it.
After about a week of consistently doing this, every single time anything frightened her,
Where are we going?
she started doing it herself. She would come to my feet, get in her safe position, and stay there until the monster went away.
You don't need a sniff where the puppy pottied. No. Hey. Good girl.
Really big, loud monsters, like school buses or garbage trucks, took a couple more weeks, but she eventually started doing the same thing even for those.
Did I have a little bite?
Now she does it even before I notice the kid on the bike coming down the road.
Have a bite. Car. Safe. Okay, safe. Safe. Good girl. Yes, it's a good girl.
I want her careful and cautious,
Where are we going now?
but I don't want her terrified every time.
Go see your tree? That's her tree. I went to stop and visit it every day.
And sniff the same spots over and over and over every day.
You scratchy, scratchy, scratch? Yeah, look at you. What do you think? Not any higher. No higher.
While I'm not pulling on the leash,
I know you want to see, but you can't.
I did take up the slack so she knows I'm limiting
You need to stay where I can reach you.
her
Don't even try it. No higher.
ninja-ness. I'm in control of this ninja kitty.
Hey, scratchy, scratch. Good girl. You want to jump up this one? Hey, come here. Come.
Come is a new command we started learning. Rather, I started teaching.
Hey, come.
And she started showing me how well she can ignore it.
Come. Do you want to jump up this one?
She's highly skilled in that area.
Jump.
Now, I'm not pulling on the leash, but I am giving short, sharp
You want to get that one?
tugs on it when I say the word come. And then I will do this 3 and 4 and 5 times. And then if she's still ignoring me, then I will pull her to me with the leash.
No? You done?
Generally, I let her choose where we walk.
Okay. You want to go?
But there will be times, especially in RV park, where she'll have to go where I tell her to.
That's terrible. You want to go to your yard or your tree?
So with the command of come, we are learning that stage of the whole taking your people for a walk adventure. I think she knows it already. She just doesn't want to know it.
You want to go to the sidewalk?
Someone threw trash all over the neighbor's front yard, and she is just fixated on it.
Hey.
She notices every little change that happens all along her route.
I know. Someone threw garbage in their yard. That's not nice.
A toy in a front yard, a bicycle in a side yard, a branch that wasn't there before,
Slow down.
and she'll stand and just stare at it.
I have to keep up with you.
Sometimes it takes me a bit to notice the difference.
Oh, wait. I forgot my mask.
The boy works nights and usually finishes at 7 in the morning, and then he walks home from work. So Atty and I will generally head outside about 6:30, and we'll walk around the house and sniff all our favorite spots and stare at all of our favorite looks 2 and 3 and 4 times. And then we'll head down to the corner to meet the boy. Now this is probably a 10-minute walk. It generally takes us much longer just because there are so many things to look at. She has to scratch this pole and stare at that tree and sniff this blade of grass each and every single time. And so much yard between each house to study.
I have to go and get my mask, honey. I forgot it. It's just a minute. I'm not going... We don't have to go in yet. We'll go get the boy, but... I'm just getting my mask, okay?
She's not afraid to tell me when she's not ready to go in yet. And she knows our walks don't end until she helps the boy walk home.
Want to go meet the boy?
We are still planning the RV life. That's definitely in our future.
No, I don't want to walk through there. There's a cobweb. Yeah, let's go meet the boy.
And I'm really hoping that things settle down enough in the world that it'll be in our very near future. But as uncertain as life has been during this crazy COVID year,
Slow.
with a worldwide pandemic and record-setting wildfires, hurricanes, floods, all the riots, we didn't feel this was the best time to start a brand new life with a brand new
She
lifestyle.
doesn't like this driveway and always wants to hurry across it.
That can be challenging enough on its own during the best of times. I know there are others who have started the life, and if that was a decision that they felt best suited their lifestyle, then that is wonderful. I really hope that they are enjoying themselves. We did not feel that it was best or safest for us, considering everything that was going on, especially with my own personal limitations.
TV playing, huh?
The house she's staring at now is always quiet this early in the morning, but now
Is it music?
there's a loud TV playing,
It's okay.
and of course she's noticed and has to stare. But anyway, we've spent this crazy COVID year saving more money, learning as much as we can, and preparing Atty for life in the RV.
It's okay. It's just people's.
I don't plan on staying inside the RV all the time,
There's your stones. Yeah, have some sniffs.
and I don't want her having to stay in the RV 24/7. That won't be fun for her. I want her to be able to go outside when it's possible and when it's safe to do so.
You want to go down and wait for the boy? No road.
And this training her and training us, is a huge part of that. Like the no road.
Good girl. Good girl.
Any place a car drives or parks is a road. So I want her to know that she cannot go up to vehicles, and that is not a place for her to be. The only exception is crossing a driveway on the sidewalk, but I don't let her leave the sidewalk part of the driveway.
Wait. Slow. Slow. Doesn't mean just keep pulling, but pull slower.
She knows we're getting close to the boy, and she gets excited when she sees him.
Have to sniff the fence.
We do walk in the driveway at our house, mainly because that's the only way to leave our apartment,
Sniff those.
and the only way to walk up that side of the house, so we can make our trips around the house, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 times.
Come up here and stick her head through this little opening. And see what's going on in there.
It's so funny, she has to do the same thing each morning, on the way to the corner and on the way back from the corner. She does like on the way back, though, because then the boy walks her, and he walks much faster than I do.
What do you think? Yeah? We'll walk down the corner and wait for the boy. But I'm going to run out of memory before we get there. That's okay, he's coming from work and I don't want to show his uniform anyway. Got more sniffing to do.
The boy will even jog with her so that she can actually get up to a loping run. But then she stops every 10 feet to look back at me and wait for me to catch up to them.
Good girl. Yeah, I'll open. Here you go. Good girl. Sprinkling.
So this has been our year, weather permitting, and
You
sometimes
sure you want to keep walking in the rain?
not so permitting.
I'm getting wet. Are you getting wet?
The rain did not bother her at all.
You okay with the rain?
And doing what we can to prepare for our future life, and to prepare her. She has learned back and stay every time we open the apartment door, which is a whole other set of clips that I need to turn into a video.
Where'd that come from? I wasn't there yesterday.
Watching her explore the world and discover new things is very interesting and entertaining. It makes me happy.
Where'd your branch come from? Getting it? What do you think? It's sprinkling. Yeah, what do you think about the sprinkling? It's just a branch.
And it gets us out of those 4 walls we live in.
Jump over the wet grass. What you doing? Sniffing?
Watch her. When I say tree, she looks directly out back to where the tree is.
You wanna go see your tree?
She's much smarter than I sometimes want her to be.
Here, come.
And now we're back to the whole who's the boss of who issue.
Come. Hey. Come.
I'd like to give a huge thank you to everyone who ordered Maddy's Tale. The wonderfully supportive comments on the video. If you haven't seen that video yet, I'll link it in the description box below. and the fantastic reviews on Amazon.
Come.
You people really do rock, and you've really motivated me to keep going on the next book. Thank you very
Atty,
much.
come. Okay, I know. I'm not very patient.
I was just yelled at.
Good girl.
I thought this was funny, how she noticed the difference between the dry sidewalk and the wet sidewalk. Kind of sniffed all up the line of
What's the
it.
difference between the wet? I know. The wet and the dry. You seeing that?
And now she's going to do safe all by herself, even though we're way out
Okay.
back.
Big truck. It's way out there. Good girl. It's a good girl. Yes, you are. You're damp. Are you done? Yeah, it's raining. It's sprinkling, isn't it? Home? Alright, home. I know, it's raining. Good girl. That's a good girl.
And that's how Atty walks her people. Generally, she comes in and jumps right up on that table for me to take the harness off and for goodies. But today the boy was sorting clothes to do some laundry, and she had to be all nosy.
Hey. Up. She up on? I think she did. It's started getting really cold out there, though. Up. No, we aren't going back out. She just came in. Huh?
She's like, you want it back?
Yeah. Come on up. Hey.
And then I get impatient.
You know better than this. Come around here. And come up like you do.
She's just too busy trying to do what I'm saying and go watch the boy all at the same time.
Atty. Up. Okay. Good girl.
And then she gets impatient with how fumbly I get taking the harness off.
There you go. Whoops. Wait. I couldn't get it. There you go. There's a good girl. You want some treats for being a good girl? Yes. Treats for being a good girl. There you go. Hey. He's not doing anything over there that you're missing. You know what she wants is the other treats, and we're out of them. Hey.
She doesn't want it.
Thanks for watching.
Store and get quarters.
She's got to see what you're doing.
Take care and toodles.
Mm-hmm.